Okay, hello and welcome everybody. So we're gonna get going on some more Project Sky Capsule or Sky Capsule project today. So, a few things we need to do. I've done just a couple of things between streams with this. We added some botany pots with a bunch of resources because we're gonna need these to upgrade things. So I got those going. And I think, what else did I do? I think that was about it, other than upgrade some EMC links. So if we take a look, we have a few different colors of EMC, the fuels and matters now, but that's going to take some time. Have the Klein Star made the dark matter, but don't have enough to make the transmutation tablet just yet because we need the dark matter blocks, and we don't have over 1 million yet. So that's what it's going to kind of cost for us to do that. Upgraded all of the cobble gens, and this is all just being pumped in at however many a second, so that's giving us slow EMC. And then we have this going here. We can just slowly add some more EMC in as needed. I ended up making a diamond jetpack, and that was just tiered, but we have no way of fueling it right now, which kind of sucks. And we still have drop frames. Dang it. Well, hello, Nico. How's Nico? So I could just add all of this. There we have over 1 million finally. So what we can do with that is take 4 dark matter blocks. Or not. I only can do 2, huh? I'm good, I'm good. A little warm, but it's getting to that time of year for me. Our area gets kind of warm, so... Anyway, so today we're gonna probably... maybe some power. We do need some energy storage. But that needs a good power generation too, so... We're gonna need that. I see what you try and do there. I see what you try and do there. Thankfully, I'm not too scared of that right now anyway. Those dang sounds. Okay, so what are we going to do first? I think we're going to try to do some dimensional stuff. Because we do need to go to the Nether. Did you not hear it? Frickin' frames. Hopefully this will fix itself. The soundboard is able... People can use the sounds that I've used. If people want to play sounds, they can. Must just be for me then. Somebody played a sound. It wasn't me. So... I think we're going to do power first, because we need power generation. For negative 300 seconds. Interesting. Didn't know I could stream for negative seconds, but sure. What do I want to make it out of? I mean... Can I use... We have a chisel. We do have chisels. Of course, I'd have to be dropping frames because it's what happens. Do I have just plain andesite? I don't. How can I... Is there a way? Crusher, pulverizer. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll try just stone for now. That's not quite what I wanted. Well, let's take a look. Oh, it all does connect. Okay, that's fine then. The ZMCable? No.
You got debated. You got debated. You got debated.
Hey, Bit. I think people are already having too much fun with it. Not a bad thing, though. Didn't take long. Ooh, okay. I don't know if I gave him enough. The thing that's gonna get me is that I'm not... Oh gosh, they're just gonna be going off non-stop, aren't they? That'll make it interesting, yes? But it's nice to have let people have power. Oh crap. I need to grab some stiffs. I like letting people have the power to control. So I'm just gonna try to make a big platform. Okay. We'll catch you next time, Bit. Thanks for the help. Why am I having such bad frame drops? Frustrating. I tried to do what I can too, it just doesn't want to work for me. Okay, so now can make some more space, hopefully. Although, do that. And kind of come out this way so we can get our power setup going. And that's all we have. Okay, do we have flare lanterns? We do. Oh, and that's actually not bad. Is it EMC? It's not an EMC-able, but that's fine. A little bit of glowstone, golden glass. I'm dropping so many dang frames, it's frustrating. I actually need the chisel. Need some stone. With that one. And that. Okay, that should be hopefully enough. Okay. Don't know why I'm dropping so many frames. It's just frustrating. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more this way. Like that. And if I go somewhere in here. That should hopefully make it. I don't know how far of a space it's gonna do, but dang frames. So go in here, I suppose. One over here. Hopefully that's going to be enough. So then we can get into power, because we're going to need power generation. Hopefully those spots will get taken care of. We need to claim those two. I don't want to have to use torches, but we might use a handful. I want to make sure that nothing can kind of sneak up on us. Oh, that's gone now. Okay. Just put that there for now. Okay, so to get into power, 84 frame. Oh my gosh, like almost all of our frames are dropping. So to get into power, I need energizing orb and other things. Golden iron energizing, blaze rod blazing, and diamond niotic. Won't be able to really get blaze powder easily. But we can start producing anyway. That is glass blocks. That casing. Casing is iron. So we need to get a few things. I think we'll have to grab a couple stacks of iron. Gonna need some gold too, I think. And I don't remember the paste recipe. So we could do coal, clay, and lava. And then clay and lava. There we go. Very nice. Put that back. Okay. So now do a couple stacks of the paste. Nico's back. I apologize for the bad frame rate. I don't know. I've tried everything I can do. Do we have bars? We don't. We can make bars. That is EMCable as well. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Nico. These can be learned as well. Very nice. There's that. And 5 glass. Okay, so now we need the orb. Oh, wait. I thought I had some of them. I did not. Okay. Very nice. So now, this is going to be difficult because we don't have really good power generation right now. Speaking of which, should do that and grab another stack anyway. Okay. I love you too, Nico. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so that'll keep things powered for some time. And we're gonna need another dynamo. We're gonna have to make these cables as well. Capacitors. So nuggets. Not quite that much. Some redstone. So we gotta make all the capacitors. Yes, Nico. Oh, what about? Tiny are used to make these guys. I need to make basics, I think. Your life? What do you mean? There's the basics. I can't do hardened yet. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's dump some of this. As in, you don't know what to do. You're an amazing artist and a game developer, from my understanding. The lore you've been working on is just incredible. Got one rod. I need way more than one. Ooh, quartz. How do I get quartz? You want to give up? Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. I am here for you. Don't ever give up. Things may seem bleak, but it's probably just a temporary thing in the grand scheme of things. That sucks. Now I have to go into dimension to get So I have to go. We have to do Nether stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, everything is temporary, yes. Fernator, magmators, thermos, reactors. So we could do Fernators. Oh, we need an energy cell. Yeah, that'd be nice. Everything is temporary, yes. But there's usually people out there, such as ourselves, that will support one another to get through difficult times. Sometimes you just need to take a break, and you just need to breathe and take a break. Generates 200 FE a tick. Can't you just walk away from the situation? No. Ah. Paste. Bucket. What's that called? Casing. Oh. Okay, Nico. Well, we'll talk later, okay? Love you too, Nico. Just keep me in touch on what's going on, okay? Hi, Outliner. 4 magmators, sure. Can we upgrade those guys? Capacitors. And of course, drop frames like always. Okay, so now dump this for right now. How do I want to do this? Like that. We're gonna want some pipes. I think. Yeah, we're gonna want one of those. Ah. To do that, we're gonna need a chest. We'll go with diamond chest, because why not? I think we can do it this way. And then don't know how many we'll need, but we'll take as many as our inventory can hold. Ow. Will that work? No. I wonder if magmators will take... Or do we have to manually do it? Yeah. Can we... What do they take for fluids? Just lava. So we need to get a tank is what we need. We can do it that way, I believe. That. extract fluids from there. Oh, wait, that's not items, we want fluids. Now we can grab some buckets of lava. Oops. I mean, that seems to be working. I didn't say that. I wanted... I just take all the buckets out, or even do it that way. That's probably not going to generate an insane amount of power, but it should probably work for now. I mean... these have over 7,000, so 7 buckets. So again, temporary, but it'll hopefully get us doing what we need to get into power for. Do we have cable? I don't need quite that much probably, but I can't do it because I don't have quartz. You can't make the rods because we need the quartz blocks, which sucks. So we're gonna have to figure out in order to get, so I mean this would store 1 million. Could probably do that. Capacitors, casing. Like that, and then a casing. Okay, so can dump these there, and because we can't get mechanism, right? If we just did that, we should be able to do that, right? If we just did cell, basic. This one? I need iron. Of course I need iron. Two of them, I guess that's better than none. And then... oh, I need the cables, yes? Okay. So... and that'll slowly fill them up, and then we just need to basically send the lava into them. Do we have... we don't have enough for an EMC link, that's right. Just need an insane amount of lava buckets. This will only be 2 million power. Whoops. Okay, that should, I mean, it only holds 1 million, which is not a huge amount, but it's some kind of power generation for us to hopefully charge our backpack that has 30 million. And we get another one. Oh, well, that's nice. We can't upgrade it because we don't have that. We don't have any kind of quartz. No easy way to get it either. Light gray wool into quartz, wow. So we have to go into this stuff. It has to be done in the Nether. This isn't terribly difficult to make. So we have to go into the Nether in order to progress here, unfortunately. So, visit the Nether. I think we're going to have to make its own dimension for it, or its own area for the portal. Okay. So, okay. I recommend get some sort of flight before heading to the Nether end. Need to find a fortress to get some soul sand. It's EMCable. You're welcome to pill around, but I recommend a jetpack. Or progress through Project E to get flight to make things a bit easier. So, with Project E, it's talking about the Swift Winds Rendell Gale. You can place the ring in a bauble slot. It does not, so it doesn't take up inventory space. It needs some sort of EMC battery to provide the ring EMC. First option is a Klein Star, which, again, we don't have an insane amount of EMC coming in, so that's not going to be super easy. Our best bet is to have the jetpack. And unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot. I mean, it's 30 million. It's going to take a long time to fill that up. Like, that'll fill it up with in no time. That's, you know. And these are producing 200 FE a tick, so this will consume 650. So then we can just kind of drain the power out of all of these. Okay. And there isn't like anything in that one either, so I bet if we just left it in like one of these, it'll slowly fill it up. I mean, it's over 1 million, so that hopefully will do that. Excuse me. As we continue to try to figure out more good EMCable products, such as those, because that is full. Just add a whole bunch of that. That's a lot of EMC. Okay, so now we need some obsidian. Do we have a flint? No, we don't. So we have a gravel. Do we have the cutting board? Oh, we don't. Okay, so that makes things a little bit more difficult. don't think we can really get into mechanism just yet. Pulverizer has a chance, 20% chance. Chicken stick? What? How do I make a chicken stick? A stick with the chicken gives us a chicken stick. And then we do sand to grab. Okay. Gravel will give us lava. Can we just do this? Oh, we totally can. So nice. So we take a flint. And take an iron. Make ourselves a flint and steel. There we go with that. And I'm gonna make myself some cyan. Excuse you. Don't know how the horse got over here, but looks like we need to take care of some animals. And we'll get rid of the tree too. I mean, it's fine if animals spawn, I'm fine with that, but kind of need the chicken too, but that's fine. So we'll put all that. Oops, didn't want to put that in there, but that's fine. Kind of want to put this under somewhere that's not nearby, but also somewhat nearby. I think we could probably go underneath here. That'd probably be a good spot. Just kind of go underneath. Do that. I don't have the wand on me either. Should probably grab a wand. Just to have it. And we want to go down. Not that it has to be super fancy. It's just another portal. Oh, we ran out of concrete powder. What do you know? So we go like that. Like I said, it's not like super great, but it'll be fine. And we're going to make sure that no baddies will spawn nearby this. Okay. And we're just gonna do it somewhere in here. And we'll go like this and this. Take this, boom, boom. Like that. Over. Like so. And ignite. Very nice. That is now the Nether portal. Can dump all this into here. I should probably try to get some gates up though. Because the last thing I need is a bunch of zombified pigmen just coming through. There we go. There. Nice and simple. Okay, took that there for now. Just trying to figure out the best way to do this. Because these aren't going to have anything. Oh, that has 4 million. I could probably just get rid of these for right now, so it's not... It just focuses all of the power. How much lava we got left? We have like none in some of them. And they're not EMCable, so... And they don't stack, so they go here for now. Okay. Could just add it to there. That's all we do, just add it to the tanks. I think would be much more simple. Like that. See, I don't know why this one accepts more. And then this one only accepts 14. Okay. I mean, 4 million's almost 5 million. I mean, I'd like it at like 10 million would be kind of nice, just so we could kind of get around. A matter upgrader. Matter upgrader. I don't even know how to use that. You must have learned the next tier and have the difference in EMC available to upgrade. We don't have that much EMC. That's a lot of EMC for those. We have that, so okay. Sleep. Suppose we can go and try to kill some mobs while we wait for the jetpack to get more fuel. So I'm sure a lot of that's been entity cramming here. Okay. I'm just trying to see what can I not EMC. We can do all this. EMC this. EMC that and that. Gunpowder, bones, arrows. A lot of these things aren't even going to be worth it, hopefully. Well, they might be, I don't know. Some of these bows. May not seem like much, but we shall see if it's a little bit of EMC. And that's, yeah. It has one durability, it's not going to take it. That didn't give us too much, but that's fine. Can we can make eternal steak, but we need the tablet, which we don't have. Can we make the tablet though? We totally can. And then just need 4 stone and can I make that though? Ooh. I guess the real question is, can we even make the transmutation table? Oh, we totally can. It's just 4 obsidian and 4 stone. Wow, and the philosopher's stone. Okay, so we gotta do philosopher's stone first. That gives us the tablet. We put that, and then the dark matter in the corners, and that gives us the transmutation tablet. And this gives us access to it on the go at all times. So we could just open it and have access to our EMC. That is very nice. So we got that. In the basic EMC link, we have it. 'Cause this is only the link 1, right? We can make it, but I don't have 3 million EMC. I know I have it in there. But we just don't have the 3 million EMC we need. There's no real easy way to get it right now either. So that might be close to 1 million, but it's at 6 million. Because I don't think magmators are EMCable. But I know these are, yeah. Because they produce 200 a tick. What if I tried to do 4 more? It'd be... Right now it's 800 a tick, so that'd be... So a couple more magmators. Need 4 starter magmators. So a little bit of paste. Tiny. Casing. And buckets. There's those 4, and then it just needs a bunch of iron. And 4 capacitors. Eight of them. And more casings. Right, I forgot they don't stack. So add that, and then we're gonna need some cable. A couple more tanks. If I could type properly. A couple more pipes. Get that. Okay, let's try to get a few more going. missing one. Gosh, I have this. Why am I going so far? That's not what I meant. I wanted this guy. So if we do that, extract from there, do that. Pull the energy cables from there. There we go, buckets. So we did a dozen there. Dozen there. And a dozen here. Oh, well, that's more than a dozen, but that's fine. So now, yeah, it's going a lot faster. They're producing 200, generates 70 a tick. I don't know how much these are extracting. Trade. Okay, I know it's still under 1,000, but yeah. Okay, so just trying to fill these up as best we can. Okay, it was just kind of a visual glitch, I guess. Okay, it's a lot of lava, but just trying to keep these things going. Almost at 10, which is basically a third of what we have there. And we can probably go into the Nether, see if we can find things. Let's take a sleep. Okay. So that's going to require 3 million EMC in order for us to pull one of those things out. One of these, but at that's 12 million. I would need 3 million. I don't think we quite have that just yet, so because we need this one to kind of complete this set, but we also need to go into the Nether, and then we can make this, I believe. And it has to be placed in the Nether and has to be chunk loaded in order to make what we need, I think. So this is kind of showing us what we gotta do, I think. So that'd be the Nether, that'd be, assume, back to the overworld. Because, I mean, these produce, I think, 4 to 6 cobble a second. And that's able to keep up no problem. Let it go to 11, and then we'll just pull it out. There we go. Can we put this on a bauble slot? I don't think so, but we do have the magnet. So do we have to put it on our chest? Ooh, that's going to be dangerous. I don't know. Don't know what the keys are. V and G. Oh, okay. Period in that one. Okay. G's bound to something else, apparently. Okay, that should be fine. There, and then we go... And... Oh, so we have... Do that, so... I think if we go like that... Yeah. Okay, so that should be fine. We should probably grab some blocks anyway. Probably just gonna grab cobble, because that's just what's best. It's a simple block. I mean, we have this, but... Okay, let's go to the Nether then. Dang frames. Into the Nether we go. Of course, it's just going to be a basic Nether. Avoid Nether, essentially. Try to make a little bit of a platform for ourselves here. Give us some space to work with. Okay, and then we're going to need some kind of lights here. Hopefully make it so nothing spawns. And I don't see anything near us. Okay, so... I think we gotta set a waypoint via journey map. Portal, and we'll go yellow, I guess. There. So now... I think we're just gonna head straight north. Kind of want... it enabled for right now, so I know which way to go. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna head north, it looks like, see if we can't find ourselves a fortress. Oh, there's a fortress. What do you know? Okay, that was a little bit easier than I thought. But it's still gonna be very dangerous. Because the amount of mobs that are going to spawn here, And there's wither skeletons. Oh, and it's... Oh, boy. Yeah, dangerous. Very dangerous. I don't know if we even got a rod. I don't know if we have apotheosis in here or not. That's a wither skelly. Go away. And of course it'd have to wither us. And I didn't bring all that much food with me. I'm gonna find soul sand somehow. No idea how I'm gonna find soul sand in a fortress. Oh, good gravy. I need to get away from all the nasty dudes. Does this even have a location for us to kind of explore? Okay, can I, Jeez. Okay. Hey, we got a blaze rod finally, but that leads us to nothing. There's so many wither skeletons and blazes here. I don't know how we're supposed to find soul sand. Like, according to this, get some soul sand. It's EMCable. A jetpack in order to progress. Oh, we gotta find it in the fortresses themselves, I believe. In like one of the other things, but I don't know if we'll be able to find one because these don't seem to have... This doesn't seem to have the extra rooms or whatever. Okay. So that was straight north. I'm gonna go even further because this one doesn't have anything we need. I mean, it has blazes, of course, but it doesn't have any of the other rooms. Like, that sucks. we need the other rooms, dang it. In order to be able to do what we need to do. Because we need the soul sand. And the nether wart, I believe. So every once in a while, let's just kind of take a look. I don't know how close they'd spawn together, but... Soul Sand Valley, Nether Wastes. So this is where I think Waystones would come in handy. Oh, okay. To the northeast slightly. There we go. Is this one going to have any of the other rooms that we're going to need? It looks like it does. There are so many things here. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. Sin Pendant. I don't know if I really want that. What is it used for? Oh. To make a few things? I think I'm just gonna leave that though. Okay. Kind of what I was trying to avoid doing. I'm glad I did it the way I did then. Okay. We only have 5 million left in our jetpack. I don't know if that's going to be enough for us to get home. Hey, a diamond. We'll take it. A saddle that's EMCable. Sure. Okay, I don't think we should go that way. We gotta try to find, like, the treasure rooms. Like that. It's right there, actually. I shouldn't say treasure room, but it's a... where we'd have the soul sand. Down here. Yes, that's what we need. As long as it's fairly safe. I say that and then we get freaking yeeted by a dang wither skeleton. Do I really hear like an endermite? Okay. Another blaze. I will take any blaze rods you give me. Yes, indeed. Please tell me it's EMCable. Of course it's not. Go figure. Ooh, another backpack. I will take it. Dragon things. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, now I'm just trying to kind of slowly explore without getting yeeted by wither skeletons. Hey, more iron. I mean, might as well take the armor. Combat shield. Cobalt shield. Yeah, I'll take that. Back or body? A shield? Yes, I will take a shield. Okay, the only thing I was hoping to get is some more blaze rods, but if we can't, that's fine. Frickin' wither skeleton. I think wither skeleton can stay away. Unless you have a wither skull for me, that'd be nice, but I don't know if wither skulls are EMCable. Oh my word, holy smokes. Oh boy, yeah, it hit the pigman. Wow, okay, skeleton will kill the wither skeleton for me. Sure, why not? Yeah, I don't have the best health right now. Because I don't have the greatest of armor. Yeah, you guys can fight it out. So you guys should have been really low, health-wise. More blaze rods, neurotic bones. Which way is home? It's over 1,000 blocks that way. Oh boy. Okay. Oh jeez, how many wither skeletons we got? No skulls. Over 1,000 blocks away. With 5 million, maybe it's doable. Oh my gosh. No! Oh. That is so bad for us, for so many different reasons. Survive for 10 hours. Almost unkillable. Can we do /back to get our stuff? We totally can. Oh god. I was gonna say, I didn't know if it was you that killed me or not, but... I just want to get home. Did we lose our jetpack? Did I really just lose my jetpack? It's at my feet. I was gonna say, oh gosh, if I lost my jetpack, that's really not good. Just some more books that are basically unnecessary. Go away, I don't want to be withered to death again. Food. Need food. Okay. Is there anything in this backpack? There's not. Okay. None of that can be put in there, but that all can be. So can that. Okay. To say unless, okay. So, in order for us to get home, it's over 1,000 blocks that way. Let's just go for it. Hopefully we can get there without not having enough power. Hopefully we have enough fuel is what I'm trying to say. Okay, we got 3 million in power. That should be fine. Less than 500 blocks. Yeah, we should be okay. Fly over this fortress. Hot tourist. Okay then. Okay, well we were a lot higher than we needed to be, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, made it home. Very nice. Okay. We're gonna have to come back into the Nether to make things, I think, in order to get resources, but I think we got what we needed, right? Okay, so dimensional resource generator needs to be placed in the correct dimension with the right catalyst. Place the dimensional resource generator in the Nether and toss in another catalyst to begin generating Nether capsules. Okay, so the question is it EMCable? It totally is. So we need a tier 2, ooh, crying obsidian. Oh, that's just, okay, okay. So, we need a bucket of water and obsidian. So we do that, and then tier 2 generator. So if we put, it is EMCable, which is very nice. So we do that. Oops, we want to go here. Let me grab that. Very nice. So now we need to get another capsule. How do we get that? Compressed soul sand. So now we need soul sand. Take that. And nether rack. Craft that. Add that. I need 3 more. And we use... Oh, we need a tier 1. Tier 1 catalyst. And that is EMCable, which is very nice. Did we do this? We did not. So I want to get 2 of them. Yeah. I'm going to get 2 nether catalysts, right? Because what is this one? To add a few additional blocks in order for the generator to produce advanced. You need to acquire a wither skeleton skull and a basic EMC link, which we're still trying to get, and then place the EMC link below the generator with the wither skull on top of it. The custom machine can be picky. You might need to place the link and the skull first and then place the machine. Oh, so basically just like this picture shows. Okay, an overworld. Dimensional resource generator will also work in the overworld with an overworld catalyst. There's no requirement to get it, but it'll help for things like prismarine if you want. Okay, so overworld. So that's 4 bones. And 4 flesh. Along with tier 1. No, not tier 2. Tier 1. So we do that. An overworld catalyst. We do a dimensional. And take that. And that'll produce the overworld capsule, which will produce shards, fish, spider eyes, crystals, arrows, slime. All of this stuff is EMCable though. I don't know if we'd really need much of it. I don't know why we'd need the fish. Slime balls would be possibly useful, but we have slime finally. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put it away for right now. I want to organize our inventory really quickly. I also want to try to power up the jetpack a little bit. Give ourselves a little bit of armor. Okay. So put some of this other stuff away. Like that. That can't be used. So we basically got to set up a similar setup to how we have. It's going to produce just the basic nether capsules, which we can then turn into other resources. There's the quartz I need the most. So 1, 2, 3, or 5 different ones. So we need 5 different generators. So we get those, and then we're gonna need the fabricators. So there's 5 fabricators. And then we can get some pipes and do it that way, I think. But the fabricators need fuel, so we're gonna need a couple of dynamos, a couple of hoppers, with a couple of chests. And then just... will this work with the dynamos? I don't know if that Turnus fuel will work with dynamos. It totally will. It's 1,000,000. Ooh, could I do a stack of that? I could. Okay, so now we need pipes. So we'll need some energy pipes. We're gonna need probably a bunch of item pipes. That should be it, right? I mean, I can set up more once we get to the nether. I mean, we have the cobble, so we'll use the cobble. We're gonna grab a couple of these guys. Just gonna need a wand. And we'll sleep the night away. So we'll do very similar now we have it here in the overworld, just in the nether. We're gonna have to chunk load it, that's for sure too. So we're gonna have to something like that, so we want to go south. I think what I want to do... put some lanterns on each side here. Not where I wanted it, but that's fine. That should give us some space to work with, and it should provide a fair amount of light as well. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping, yeah, the ferro flare lanterns will eventually light up most of it, I think. And if we gotta light the corners, that's fine, but I'm not gonna be too worried, I guess, about it. So that corner is fine. That corner is now fine. Guess I'll just put that there then. Okay. So, how do we want to set this up? Probably want the dynamos on this side. because they're gonna have to... Actually, we could just do this, I think. Do that. Dynamo. Hoppers. No, not there. Why'd it go away there? Like that. If we go like that. Do that, and I don't have the wrench. Pull power from there. Do that, and we do these guys. And they should just be generating, yes? Okay, and then we're gonna have to grab like this. We'll put them in a chest here. We want to make sure that's like that. And then they should be getting power. Throw the fuel in there, that'll give them power. And then they just need a recipe. So we're gonna do like that. And this will be glowstone. This will be a gas tier. Which that'll be actually really handy. And then we got soul sand. And then finally, nether quartz. There. Now we just need a chest. And then it'll all just get dumped into a chest, yes? Oh, no, we need to actually extract from these guys. Yeah, it should be all the nether resources we'll need. Doesn't that work that way? They can't be used in the sequential fabricators? Do I have this set up backwards? I totally do. Right? Yeah, totally backwards, of course. Such a derp. Look at all that. Now, none of this is EMCable, unfortunately. I mean, that Eternus fuel should be good for a while. We're just gonna add a couple more stacks, just so that this never runs out anytime soon. 12 RF tick for 5. That should be plenty of all of these resources, yes? An advanced one, we need to get a Wither Skull and another EMC link. How am I going to get a Wither Skull? I can craft it. But our best bet is probably trying to kill Wither Skeletons. So we're not going to get that. We're not going to get those. So, can add all of this back. Because none of this is EMCable. But now this should all provide resources when we need it. Which would be very handy. I just wish I could speed it up. Now, unfortunate thing about this is waystones, I think, actually cost levels. We need the purple dye and more pearls. And an emerald. I'm not sure how we're going to get emerald. Oh, tier 3 capsules. That's how we're going to get emeralds, okay. So we're ways away from that yet. We're not going to get to here either. I still don't have a gas tier? Really? Oh, these are all... Really? Ah, when I redid them, didn't get set to extract. So if we go like this, that should complete all of them. It completes everything but netherwort. I know we have netherwort back at the base. This is information only. You'll need chaos fragments to craft some of the endgame items. When you need chaos fragments, you will either need to kill the Chaos Guardian from Draconic Evolution or progress through bees. The Chaos Guardian is an extremely difficult fight. You will need to get fully upgraded armor and weapons from Draconic Evolution and venture 10,000 blocks in any cardinal direction from the Ender Dragon platform. If you don't want to fight the Guardian, you can go through the bee breeding process to obtain the Chaos Bee. Know that it is also time-consuming, but much less dangerous. I don't know which one I'd want to do. I'd probably want to go the less dangerous route with bees, but I'm not familiar with bees, so... Do we not make... netherwort? It is made that way, so I need another one. Oh. Okay. So we need another dimensional. Sequential. And... I didn't know I needed another one. So we can grab this and this. Oh, we need the, what is it called? That. So if we put this here with this, that there, you want input, output there. There. And then extract. Perfect. So now that'll give nether wart. So this should hopefully get fairly full. Gas tiers will be nice for some things, right? Instead of just end crystals. Mob imprisonment tools are going to be nice. Diamond rings we can do. So getting the angel ring, it's actually doable. We just got to craft an elytra. And a nether star is actually doable, maybe? Maybe. I still need wither skeleton skulls. I think we may need to try to enchant some stuff. Because I assume enchantment table is no different. Is it EMCable? It is not. What about bookshelves? They are not EMCable either. But our books. Books aren't either. Okay. Well, we need to set up that then. Get some enchants going, see if we can get some looting maybe. So those resources will be generated in the nether for us. Let's sleep real quick. Okay, so we only have 47 levels. Oh, it's because we died. I was gonna say, I know we had levels at one point. But that's because we diedificated. Oh my. Okay, so let us kill some of these fools. I'll eventually probably get a better mob farm. Because I assume mob grinding utilities is in the pack. Because I think we used the fans up top, if I recall correctly. If we go... Yeah, we'll eventually be able to use this thing. Which actually is quite doable, actually. We could almost do that now, but... Like, I would want to do this, which requires platinum ingots, which it's tier 3 in sharpness. Definitely want looting. Because, yeah, we use the fans, so we could do that, but then there's also the dreadful dirt and the delightful dirt. We'd want dreadful dirt. That's going to require a rotten egg. And I think we have to use the chicken feed. The cursed chicken feed. And I don't know how we would get that. We need 4 buckets of essence. And a soulless egg, which... A soul remover? Ooh, so we have to get into industrial foregoing to get plastic. Which is dry rubber and tiny rubber. Which is latex, so that's kind of a process. So we can just add all this to here. What else can I add to the system? We can do that. And that can all be added to our system. This and that. Just take this. And go like that. Okay. So we're probably just going to add on here a little bit. That's a lot of blocks right there that we can EMC. Like that. So we're going to need 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, and a book, which is going to be some leather and some paper, which we should have here. Put the paper back, the leather back. I just wish it was EMCable. And then we need some planks. And we go like this. And just go with 16. Why not? That's right, books can't be EMC'd for whatever dang reason. So grab that. Diamonds. Enchanting table, very nice. And we're going to need some more cobble. Actually, no. We're going to go with some more of the bricks, which is more of the stone and the chisel. And grab this guy and there we go. Granted, I know they're not EMCable, but it's fine. Gives us a little space kind of nearby here to doing some enchanting. I probably could mute some of the mobs, but I think for now we'll just leave it. I think we'll have to go out a couple more. Trying to make it an interesting shape anyway. Wow, that didn't work how I wanted. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just deal with it. I didn't grab the wand, but that's okay. Ooh, didn't want to go that way with it, but sure. I hear a chicken. That could be beneficial. Although we can just get chickens. And we have the eggs, so I'm not too worried. Do something like that. We'll use torches, I think, for right now. It'll be fine. So we'll go like here. Crap. I still need 3 more. Oh, geez. Okay. Needed way more than I anticipated. I can't count worth crap, but, you know, that's beside the point. Keep coming here. I know I don't have to, but it's just habit. And do that. We're probably gonna need a grindstone, an anvil, a chest. Do I have an anvil in here? I do. Chest. And do slabs, sticks, planks. Let's see if I can do this from memory. I want to say like this. Dang it. Ah, it was the other way around. Hey, it's EMCable too. How nice. So I'll go there with the grindstone. There with the anvil. Put the chest there. And go with lapis. I'm actually going to need more books, so I need more paper and more leather. Which means I need an insane amount of sugarcane, basically. Maybe not an insane amount, but you know what I mean. And then we need a stack of leather. Oops. Two stacks of books should be plenty, I would hope. Or a stack of books, rather. Still trying to get to that 3 million EMC. Okay, so now the real question. Oh, some lag, some serious lag. Oh boy. Yeah, that was some pretty bad lag. So if we do this, will this stay in here? No. Kind of sucks. Fortune. Sharpness 3. So we wanna... kind of want, like, Smite. Reaper? I have no idea what Reaper is. It's not really what we want. I think we're probably gonna just muffle some of these. Creeper. Spider. Don't really like hearing the spiders. I think it was skeleton would be the other one. Unbreaking. Alchemical collection. Efficiency, unbreaking, fortune 2. I don't know what alchemical is, but sure. That's just straight unbreaking. Breaking sharpness. Kind of want smite is really what I'm after. Sharpness 4 alone. Soulbound, I mean that's not great either. We have enough to try for one more. Not really. Unbreaking and looting 2. Okay, I mean that'll work. Looting's always good. Come on. What else did we get? Anything good? Not really great. Okay. I mean, still, looting 2 is fairly nice. I don't know what alchemical collection is, though. Oh, hi. I don't know if we got more pearls or not, but we'll take that. So we are going to... Zombie hurt. We're going to reduce that down a little bit. Just so it isn't so strong. Okay. So, in order to get these resources, we need a Wither Skull. In order to get a Wither Skull, we're going to need a way to get through in the Nether. And these are all probably empty because it's at 11. Wow, okay. We're at 1.6 million. Just keep doing that. Just wish it would take... I mean, we could probably use something that's a little bit better than that. Like a Fernator, maybe? A Fernator's better. How hard are those? Do those use furnace fuel, I assume? I wonder if those would be any better, but that only generates 15. That only generates 70, which is where we're at. So he's gonna burn through coal or lava buckets. I mean, I don't know, I think lava is just a little bit better. It's a lot of buckets we can put back. And empty buckets give us more than the full buckets. That's 832, and a stack is so much better. Train! Okay, so still a bunch of buckets here, and if we just take, yeah, it's 12,288 versus 832 for one single bucket. Like that's like a no-brainer. You gain so much EMC out of that. I mean, that's over, not quite half, so I might go to Fern. I don't know. I think we'll just stick with this for now until we can get an actual generator up from Power. These are all just those. Because we need the quartz, which is in the Nether, which we have, which we should be able to deal with now. So we could upgrade the rods. But I'm curious to see. How many levels can we get? Just trying to put everything in there. So we'll take everything that's EMCable out. Yeah, redstone is EMCable. So is chicken, yep. So grab all this. And gave us some. And now I wonder if we could do books. See what we'd get with books. Piercing. Reaper. I don't even know what Reaper does. None of these are very great. Bane of arthropods. Because then we can just do this. Basically just vanilla mechanics. And re-roll and see. Nope, nothing really great right there. Let's sleep the night away. I'm just trying to think of what would be a good way to get EMC. So we can get into the plastic. With a melted machine frame to get the piggy machine frame. Industrial for magma crucible and fluid encapsulator. Piggy machine so you have to use a melted machine frame. Okay. And then that's with some logs. But that isn't even That's not EMCable either. And it's only used in a handful of machines, but... yeah, the latex processing unit. The block placer, potentially. So we probably only need a handful. World transporter. That sounds scary. Yeah, so there's only a handful. But it's used in the dissolution chamber for a few things, though. So, yeah, could potentially be used. Meat feeder once we get a good mob farm up and running. Which requires chicken feed, which would require liquid experience, which requires going through industrial, so quite a bit. Okay. First things first, let's go get ourselves some quartz so we can maybe upgrade our power. Like upgrade the rods in order to do better stuff. We need wither skeleton skulls actually, so I mean that's at 17, it's over half, so we'll just take it. I just don't like having to put it here. Because yeah, we're gonna have to go get some wither skeleton skulls, or at least attempt to. And that in itself isn't very easy. How are we doing over here, though? Oh, it's this hasn't been chunk loaded, has it? Now it'll produce, because that hasn't moved at all. So that'll be chunk loaded the entire time. So we just head straight north. Try to take on some wither skeletons. To get ourselves some skulls, hopefully. That's really what we need. Right, north? Okay. And with the Soul Sand Valley, it's going to be super prominent. A bunch of blaze rods would be nice. That's a compressed pigment. Don't want to deal with that. Getting a bunch of blaze rods would be nice, though. Oh, I gotta do this on our terms, though. Doing this on their terms is not really ideal. Somewhere where that's semi-protected. And here would probably be a really good spot. Trying to get some wither skeletons come this way, though. Not so easy. That's a compressed pigment. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Nether bricks are EMCable. I don't think I have any good way to just like block myself off from there. Oh my gosh, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. We might die. That's not good. We don't have the health to take them on. Am I not allowed to, like, get this? Like, it won't let me get that, huh? Alchemical collection. What the heck does that do? Because does that break the blocks and not, like, let us have it? Seems like it. I guess we can just go like this and grab ourselves another Capsule. And assume that that would actually give the block? No, it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. It's all EMCable, so I will take it. Yes, indeedy, even though we've already learned it. Okay. Trying to make a section here where it's a little bit easier for me to kind of take on some wither skeletons and not be harassed by them dudes. So we're just going to try to block ourselves in here. There we go. If you guys could give me a skull, that'd be amazing. No. Okay, I guess not. You guys want to try? Ouch, dang freaking blaze, man. There we go, there's a skull. Is that EMCable? Of course it's not. Because that'd be too easy, right? Oh, yeah, I mean, I can try to be fairly safe up here. Got a stone sword. That's not real great. I'll take the blaze rods, though, if you can give them. Ah, don't you dare. I really need to get like a bucket of milk. Is that actually EMCable? It totally is. So we totally need to get a bucket of milk. This is just such a scary thought with the blazes here. I don't want to engage the piggies, because that'd be bad news bears. There's just so many of them. I mean, the coal is EMCable, but there's not really a place I can hide either. Other than over here. Grab another stack of cobble. Is that a compressed wither skeleton? It totally is. That would be nice if we could get him to come over here. Of course, you would have to hit me. Okay, now this guy. Dang blazes. Between the blaze and the wither effect, that's just no fun. So the chances of us shnikes. That's what I was trying to avoid doing. Go away, piggies. I don't want to deal with piggies. No! It's only, you know, the second time we've died in the Nether, right? At least we didn't lose all of our levels, but still, frustrating. At least we can do this. I think we need to kind of seal this up a little bit better. Yeah, I don't want you to go off the edge, just in case you drop one. I mean, more skulls would always be better, but... Okay, so let's take it off a journey map. And look at our inventory. I keep forgetting to use this. This can go in the body slot, back slot. Okay. Let's get rid of that. I really wish I could make more of them, but I can't. More blaze rods would always be nice too, but... Okay, I think we need to go back to home and use this. We'll go for a little bit longer, see if we can get this set up. Perfect. So now, according to here, we gotta do it like this. Oh, but I need the link. I can't get the link yet because I don't have 3 million EMC. It's so hard to get 3 million EMC. A Wither Skull, which we have, a basic EMC link, and the generator. Is any of this, and we can bring this back. I don't think any of this is EMCable other than the soul sand. If we do that, that's not EMCable either. Okay. Okay. Let's sort some of this really quickly, such as this stuff. Get that in there, I guess, for now. How do you get blaze powder, though? Isn't there another... Yeah, the separator. So do we have this... Do I have the separator set up somewhere? I thought I had it maybe set up here at one point. I may have. So there's the separator. We could probably set it up so we have constant blaze coming in. Do we have a crescent hammer? Can we make that? We don't have an iron gear. Can we make iron gears? I think. I'm gonna go with a nugget, I believe. Because I think that's still the proper crafting recipe. Yeah. So we take that. And that'll give us the crescent hammer. Which I believe we can do like that. And then if we put a chest on the top and chest on the side. We are going to want to input, output like that. We just need the cream, I believe. Because we now have it automated in the Nether. I think we have some here, we do. Will it pull directly from there? It does. Could probably make all the thermal machines too. There, that'd be perfect. Can we make all the thermal if we go back up to thermal? Because I think they're all EMCable, yes? They are. I don't know if these are too. No, they're not. Okay. But some of the items might be. Maybe not. Okay, none of the thermal items are. But we should probably make a lot of these. Because a lot of the stuff that it takes to make them are fairly simple. So if we go at thermal, what do we need? Crucible, encapsulator, sawmill. Which is... Ooh, do we have Invar? I'm not sure if we do. I do. And then we just need a nugget. This will help us get some things as we do. Hold on. Okay, so crucible is flux coil. We don't need quite that many, but I'm just going to grab a bunch because we're probably going to need a few. And 2 nether brick. And a machine frame. I don't know how many, but we're going to probably need a bunch of those. And some glass. Okay, so let's make the magma crucible. Okay. And the fluid encapsulator. It's copper gears. Fluid. It's 2 copper gears. A bucket and some glass. that should be doable. There's that. And the sawmill. So it's copper again. Copper gears. Now the saw blade is something different. It's iron and a copper. So if we take that, we go like this, that's EMCable. And the sawmill requires 2 stone. And there's the sawmill. Okay, and then what do we got? Blast chiller and smelter. So blast chiller is indoor gears. Ooh, I don't have ice. I don't think I have ice. No, I don't. I can't really get ice. There's a lot of rings, though. Or water to ice. Oh. Could do that. But we don't have silk touch. So I'm not sure if that would actually work. Is there another way to get the ice? Just a daisy. Or ice seeds. If I can make... How do I get packed ice, though? Ice essence is basically the way to do it. You can't get ice seeds without having the 4 ice. Ring of Arcana. Renegale. Harvest God. Ignition. 0. Are these hard to make? Ooh, I don't know if I have snow. Blast chiller. Oh, but you can pulverize. Okay, well, I know we have the pulverizer, I'm pretty sure. We have the blitz cubes. It's only a 25% chance, but... pretty sure we have the pulverizer. We don't have the pulverizer. Could have swore we did. I thought I had it at one point. Do I have a piston? I do. flint. Two copper gears. That should be everything. We're gonna have to attach this so we can use this. We have a bunch of blitz cubes up here. Or at least we should. Maybe not a bunch. Maybe not as much as I thought. Okay, well, the pulverizer is slowly doing its thing. It's the secondary output, which kind of sucks. It's only a 25% chance, so... Okay, so blast chiller's gonna have to wait. Induction smelter. Oh boy. So that's going to require a blast furnace, which I don't think we have. So we got to smelt up some actual stone. I don't think we have smooth stone. I didn't think so. Okay, and then we need a furnace and some iron. Some sand. Oh, and at least I know there was some sand. We can put this like this, grab this. There, learned that. And there's the induction smelter. And then we just need the redstone furnace, which is bricks. Not sure if we have bricks. Okay, I don't think we have engineers decor in here, because that'd be a good way to get ice too. So blast chiller is really not easy for us to get. So we got some snowballs, which can be EMC'd. That makes the 0 ring. This is all EMCable, which is kind of nice. So now we got snow. Okay. So a 0 ring. It's 2 dark matter and an iron band. Okay, so that is a lava bucket. Surrounded by iron. It shouldn't be too difficult. And then we should EMC it first. And dark matter. And take that. There's a 0 ring. And that's used with the bucket of water. That gives us 1 ice. And then we can take all the ice. And that'll give us packed ice. Put this all back. There's 2 packed ice. We can make blue ice with that, which will be super handy. There we go. Now we should be able to do the blast chiller. Finally. Invar. Invar gears. And there's the blast chiller. Finally. So I can yeet all that into the void. Okay, I can put all of this basically back. Okay. That should be all of the machines anyway. Now the components be a little more difficult. So we need a gear, a gold gear. An iron nugget. Two redstone, 4 gold. I think it was gold. No, Invar. Derpity derp. I think it was some glass. There's that. And this is going to require electrum and signalum. I don't think I have fire charges, but an induction smelter can be made. So grab one of those. Oh no. I literally just lost the pulverizer. Because the stupid enchant on this thing. And of course now it has Silk Touch, which is what I would want. I need some levels. Come on. No idea what we all got out of that. Just some iron leggings. I guess we can add it into the system. Okay. There, level 30. Now we can get Silk Touch, which is what I really would rather have on a Capsule. Silk Touch on breaking, that is completely fine by me. Okay, so induction smelter. I wasn't sure if I was making that. And that's going to require gold and silver. Do I have silver? Please tell me. Okay. Because there's no way I'm going to be doing that much. If we just do this. Okay, we'll try to wrap up soon. Okay, so there's that, and we also need signalum, which is copper, redstone, and silver. And I didn't even put the pulverizer in the system. No. We gotta make another pulverizer. Oh, lovely. Shouldn't be too terribly bad. 2 copper gears. Two copper gears. Oh, come on. The flux. The frame. Piston. That should be, oh, and we needed flint, right. So if we grab this, add that with that. I don't want a huge amount, but I know I need some. Is it EMCable? Of course not. The dust usually is not. This will give us signalum. I didn't even put it in the system, did I? Well, at least we have Silk Touch. That'll be fine. We'll sleep as we wait for that last one to finish. Because we're so close to 3 million for another EMC link. Okay, so let's add that into the system. Oh, I did have the pulverizer in the system. Why did it not show up? Why does it not show up? It says it's EMCable. I don't know why it doesn't show up. So you can't even check thermal. Well, I guess our pulverizer is not going to be in the EMC table for whatever fudging reason. Okay, it's fine, I guess. Even though it's not, but... Did it go into our bag? No. Okay. Okay, so... Signalum. I'm gonna need more, actually. So now I know... I do need to make a pulverizer yet again. Why it didn't take it, I don't understand. It says it has an EMC value. It just doesn't take it. Flux. Frame. Piston. And we have flint. And that should help increase it a little bit. And it makes it 100,000, uses 40 RF a tick. These still have plenty of lava. Because we need 2 signalum gears, at least. Okay, so now I gotta smelt it up, because it's not EMCable. I don't think any thermal stuff is really EMCable. Sorry, but the horsies have to go. Sorry, horsies. How do I have a nasty red dot on in my area? It's because it's you. Okay. Excuse me. And then we need 2 nuggets. I believe we needed 2 quartz. It was either 2 or 4. I don't remember which. too. And then the electrum. Electrum is EMCable though. That's good to know. We're gonna have to grab this out of here. There's the integral component. I don't know if we'll be able to do this because of the ender pearl. Fire charges. Okay, lead and diamond dust. Should make it a lot faster. So we got that, and I'm gonna need lead. I really don't have lead ingots. Okay, I do. Okay. Oh, fire charges, gunpowder. Oh, coal. That, and then there's 4. We need lumium, which is tin, glowstone, and silver. Silver I have to get, or glowstone I'll have to get from either the Nether or our thingy up here, our crop farm. Just craft some up real quick. There we go, and then we need 2 nuggets. There's that, and then we use this to make this. Oh, we need the glass. We need obsidian and sand. Should be super simple. Use that to make this. There we go, very nice. I'm going to try to add what I can back into the system. Some of this more fancy stuff we'll have to put over here. And I think for right now we'll just stick it into here. Because if we go to the Nether, there should be lots of magma cream, hopefully. Just throw a bunch of magma cream into it. We'll basically have quite a bit of blaze powder. Yeah, look at all that magma cream. A lot of nether wart and glowstone. Let me out, thank you. Oh my gosh, so much faster, yep. And what do we get as a component for that chapter reward? We get 16 components. That's insane. And all of these are for, oh my gosh, that's, holy smokes. Yeah, that was pretty much worth it. Worth it. Okay. So we don't even have that 3 million yet. I'm trying to figure out what we could possibly use to bump it up. I believe it's 3.1 for an EMC link. Just for the very first one, 3.41. I'm not really sure. I mean, like all of this stuff could turn into bone stuff. But I know bamboo doesn't bone meal. Oh, I should probably try to maybe upgrade our things. The mystical, is it tier 3? No. If we go catalyst, if we want to upgrade it to the tier 1, we need the converter, which we don't have a tier 3, 12.81 million. Oh my. Yeah, I don't have 12 million. I think everything else we could get, except we'd have to craft that, which may not be so hard. I say that, but it kind of is. And then this would give us blocks, which is not what we want. I wanted to get this, but the only thing that's holding us here is the catalyst, which is a tier 2. Oh, tier 2 compressed. So of course that's going to be compressed blaze blocks, which do not have an EMC value. That gives us 1. We needed 8 of them. So like I could get all of these blocks, but the compressed blaze mesh blocks, we have to do it this way in the Nether. In order to do that, we need more than one wither skull. So I'm just gonna bookmark that and maybe try to work on that. We could probably try to add to our backpack. Or our jetpack, my mistake. Could probably get at least one going. But we need the EMC link, which requires 3.41 million, so almost another million EMC. Oh. I don't really know what has a high EMC value anymore. I mean, that's a lot of EMC right there. Okay, so what if we did like tin. Okay, that brought it down quite a bit, but... Oh, it can't even be compressed. I thought that could have been double compressed. Evidently not. It did say something about the sawmill. Easy EMC dupe, 1 log to 6 planks, but not efficient or probably worth the hassle. I mean, maybe. Constant logs into it, planks out of it. And how much are planks? 8. How much are logs? 32, and we have no easy way to dupe logs. I suppose I could take all the resources up here, aka like the iron, because iron's worth a lot of EMC actually. So is tin. So we're going to use these stacks to upgrade our catalyst, but unfortunately we can't do that just yet. So, if we do this, and add this, turn this into blocks. Turn those blocks into compressed. Turn tin into compressed. Oh, tin, not iron. Curious to see how much this will give us. 3.5 million. Got a bunch of coal to use as well. It's a lot of coal. Coal can be easily double compressed. Maybe not easily, but it can definitely be compressed. Okay, we got a train going by. Okay, so we're just going to work on compressing these quickly. Try to build ourselves up some more EMC. Okay, and then we'll do this with this. Dang train, I thought you were done. Okay, hopefully the train's done now. And then bones, I think we can do We can do bone blocks again. I forget what this can all be used for. Skulls, which is 256. But that requires a blank skull. We're just going to do bones. Or is it? Oh, it's bone meal, so we'll just leave it as bones then. It's fine. Let's see how much we can add to the system with all of this stuff. Okay, so now we got one EMC link. And we needed the dimensional thing. Okay, so it did say it would be a little finicky, right? EMC below the generator, and then we'll just go on top of it. Custom machine can be picky. You might need to place the link, then the skull, then the machine. Okay. It does have to be placed in the Nether, I believe. So I can go down here. Do something like that. Like that and like that. And then it needs another thing. This guy. In order to function. Yep. Check mark usually means it functions. We gotta get 2 more of these, basically. Wait. Why is it just a regular capsule? We have regular capsules. Place the EMC link below the generator and the wooden skull on top. Let's see if that makes it a better one. That it's going a little bit slower, so I would assume so. No. Oh, I know why. Because it's not on top. Okay, so EMC link. So if we break that. Oh, no, no. No. Please work this time. There we go. There we go. Okay, so another advanced Give us blaze rods, scrap, magma cream, so it'll give us wither skulls, but it'll require bone blocks. Which could be useful. So we can make some more of them. But we need a total of 8 of them in order to make, what, 1 more of them? 2 more of them? So we basically need 2, because these are the 2 we really need. To make blaze rods and scrap. Because then you can combine the scrap to make netherite, which is not EMCable. Vanillium with cobalt. So I need 8, and then I can grab a bone block and we can make another set like this, hopefully. Oh, but I need another EMC link is what I really need. Okay, so we got all that. So it'd be a way for us to produce skulls, basically. I just need a bone block. There's a skull. Making the blaze rods and the scraps is basically what we'll primarily use it for. And then we'll just need another one just to make another star. This is not, maybe doable. Has to be placed in the end though. Or it needs a dragon head and a steel casing. I don't even know how we would get purple blocks. I have to go to the end. An end stone can be made in the overworld. We need another 3 million to make another link. They're really making a lot of it. It's not easy. What can nether work be used to make? Anything that's EMCable? A pouch? The warp block is not. That's what I was wondering. Galomino. Garden clashes, okay. Another way of growing crops. And if we botany pot it, it has to be soul soil? Yeah. Can we make soul soil out of soul sand though? Yeah, with that. Do wither rose, which would be nice. I just don't know how you're gonna get a wither rose. Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna put it into a chest, I think. Just go gold chest. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just get the item out of there. So that way we can use it here when needed. I mean, it's not super fast, and this will be used to make blaze rods. And wither skulls is basic primary objective. So we can make more of them. The only thing that's even seeable is the soul sand. Okay, so that's done. Okay. I think we made a fair amount of progress today. We got thermal all done. Working on getting better power. Working on that. Slowly working our way towards this. Running Gale, which is not terribly difficult, but again, we don't have that much EMC. It's like 400, over 400,000 EMC, and we barely have 400,000, so it's slow going, but we're getting there. Oh, and our jetpack is probably half full, maybe? 2/3 full, okay. And it's out of lava. I might switch to Frenators. They might have better power, I don't know. Then we'll get some power set up, maybe. But, for today, that's what we're going to end on today. So, as always, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.